Some EIDL loan applicants are told they're denied, but after speaking to a loan officer, they're told they're still processing. This is another bombshell for the EIDL loan for Friday, May 15th. This is LALATE. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may answer them in Saturday's update. Today, we're going to be answering all 83 questions that you dropped on Thursday's recording. But here's the bombshell. One viewer of this channel in the comments today indicates that they were approved. They were initially told that they were denied an EIDL loan, that they went in the portal, they accepted, and they accepted a loan offer. And when they went to accept, they were given a denial. But when they followed up with SBA later, they were told they were still processing. What's going on with that? Let's get right to the comments. So my alias says, I was approved this evening for 10:30. At 10:30, I got my portal Monday. My TransUnion 6:30, and my experience 598. I got applied for $60,000. My business is a service, not a goods business. So great information. We detail this on our grand story as well. You should watch that tonight. That my alias has a 598 experience score, but still got a $60,000 $500 loan offer. So congratulations, my alias. A lot of you have been asking what experience score is needed for a loan offer. David Son, it's been 4 weeks after EIDL advance, still nothing about the loan. I call SBA. It's been too long, David. Mick Grever, I applied on the end of March. My credit was full on April 13th, 639. Got my $1,000 grant on the 14th. On May 6th, I got the invite from the portal. For a loan for $14,000. I did not get a second credit pull. Interesting. He did not have a second credit pull. On May 14th, I was approved to sign out the documents. I will see how long it takes to get the deposit. I'm a full-time Uber driver for the last 5 years. Don't worry about the credit score. I've heard people getting money with less than 400 credit scores. Well, great to hear that, McGever. Hope you use the money in a correct way. Corey Wright. Hey, we've been watching the LALATE videos because when I see the green trees and the sun rays, it makes me happy. Well, sorry it's a little bit later today. It's not sunny. The air looks fresh where he's located. It is fresh. I appreciate that. He seems really relaxed in his t-shirts. Well, thank you. I'm not looking at getting loans or anything. I just like that. I like watching his videos. The scenery of the video makes it take me away from the stress of the day. Thank you. We would have shot today's on location, but we're going to be shooting some more videos on location live. So stay with us for our live feeds. On location. You enjoy some beautiful scenery. Mikkel Vene. I got the loan application signed and received the money in one day. Well, congratulations. Michael, we applied 330, so he's a 330 Vortex. My credit was pulled once, got the grant on 416, so he's a 330 Vortex, but got paid. I got the portal invite and followed all the steps on 5.9, and a loan officer contacted me today, asked me for some corporate docs. There's been no second pull to my personal credit. So he got the loan offer, but he still doesn't have the loan. Interesting. A lot of people don't have that process. Golden Peak, I commented before, so you're such a great help. Thank you, Golden Peak. Here's my update. I applied on 3:30, had my credit pulled on 4:13. As of May 14, no EIDL grant, no EIDL loan. That's too long. I call SBA. So this morning I got an email to create my portal. Oh, here we go. Was offered a very generous amount. I called SBA this morning and asked why they offer a loan and why there was a loan and no grant. So this viewer, Golden Peak, followed our advice. Call SBA if you get a loan offer and no grant, which is a lot of you. We want to hear what the response is. The gentleman said I would be receiving my grant on top of the loan amount. I should get both of them in the count of time. He said the majority of applications before April 3rd and the ones that are being handled with no early grant instead are receiving the loan and the grant's funds simultaneously. So there you go, bombshell at only 3 minutes into this recording. That some of you who never received a grant initially but are getting a loan offer, are getting the loan and the grant simultaneously, and in some regards, not as a result of you pestering SBA, but clearly indication for applications that were before April 3rd. Bombshell. Great work. Well, thank you. Tasha Fine, I applied for EIDL on a grant on April 4th. I see no credits. I see a credit score today from SBA. Hopefully I'll hear something soon. I hope so too. Keep us up to date, Tasha. Joe P. Jack, my brother's credit score is a low 500. He got the grant 2 weeks ago. Applied on April 15th. Good to know. Sammy Shalene, great info. I appreciate your comments, Sammy. I received my grant $1,000 on May 1st. I'm self-employed with an earnings of $39,000. Would I still get a loan offer? Absolutely. It has nothing to do with Well, there's a calculation to it, but the fact that you have a loan or a high or low amount of 2019 earnings is really not dependent. It's more the cost of goods, cost of services are that you listed in the initial application. Kim Foltz, oh my God, I love your videos. Way more helpful than most. Well, thank you, Kim. I do have a question. If I get approved for a loan, do you think we'll get the other $9,000 forgiven off the loan because we didn't get the original $10,000 grant? And I'm only getting $1,000 of it. I was hoping with all the lawsuits and giving us 12 months until your payment is due, they might adjust our loan. Sorry to forget to tell you, I originally applied for $330 and got $1,000 on $415. Then the loan offer on $459. Kim, as indicated just a second ago, some people who never got the loan, never got a grant, or gained the grant after the loan. But those of you who got a grant amount of less than $10,000 and get a loan, I have not heard from anyone on this channel of the 500 comments per day in all these videos. I haven't seen anyone who gets more grant money after they get the loan. But if you do, comment below. Luis Lopez. I have two businesses which I applied the same day, 3:30. One of them received $6,000 grant 2 weeks ago. I'm waiting for the loan offer. Should I expect something for my second business? Absolutely. They should have been processed the same day, especially in the same state. I would call SBA. There's something wrong. Joe Jack. I applied with my LLC using EIN. They're still pulling my personal credit. That's awful. A Shorty G just applied for the EIDL loan through COVID relief. Will I still get a grant? Why wait? Or did the SBA stop the deposits to bank accounts? A Shorty G, it is only for agricultural business. So if you're not an agricultural business, you don't qualify. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to say that to you. If you are, you're going to get loan and grant money. Shantaya C got the grant. It's been over a month and had nothing but an email saying that it's processing. Corn fed. Shantaya should be getting the loan offer now. Call SBA. Hang in there, West. Keep your heads up. Well, thank you. Chevelle Star. Oh, the kicker. So I applied on EIDL on March 30th. So she's a 330 vortex, a vortex of 330. As we've been saying on the channel, we coined that expression, the vortex of 330, 331, and 48. First, I got my $1,000 grant the third week of April. So she got the grant. She got out of the vortex. First week of my many emails, I finally, the application is processing. Oh, what a very long comment. So the guy said yesterday had been denied. So you said your application has been assigned to a loan offer. So I said, well, how did he say it was denied? So she said she may have to said this because that's where my application is. So I said, there's no review. They've not pulled the credit. There was no movement. She said they have. I'm like, no, ma'am, you just checked it today. The SBA are just shenanigans. They need to be held accountable. So she is at issue with that her loan was denied, but she doesn't show the credit was pulled. Very confusing. I would stay with it. Candy Chand, thank you for your videos. Well, thank you, Candy. Do you know how strict the rules are about how the grant is to be spent? A lot of people are asking that. And a lot of people are asking in the grant story how soon you have to spend the money. I would look at your DocuSign document when you're offered to you by SBA as to what you can use the money for and how quickly you need to use the money. Can I use the money for my home rent? Mike Reno. 07, applied 329, got the loan offer for $150,000 May 14th. Wow, congratulations. Entered wrong bank info, called SBA. Wrong info was entered, but unable to fix the portal. Question. Candy, going back to Candy, if you're a home-based business, consider those issues. If you aren't, make very careful attention to what SBA's guidelines are. M. Hossein, I called SBA on May 14th. They asked about my EIDL loan status. They said they're not processing yet. And I also applied on 331 Vortex. And I got my grant already, but not an invite for the portal. A little worried, rather than some people receiving invitations who applied on 331. So M. Hussein, as we said it moments ago, if you applied on 331, some of you people in that vortex got your grant, some of you didn't, but some of you are now getting loan offers, and then after that loan offer, you're getting the grant. In some cases, you've gotten the loan without the grant, and we've told you to call up SBA and say, where's your grant money, and you're getting it thereafter. C. Daeda. Applied 329, received a $1,000 grant, no loan offer to date. That's too long. I call SBA. Call SBA, ask for tier 2. See Dieta. Tony Odea. I applied to get the EIDL grant on March 30th at 12:02. They checked my score and they still don't receive the grant. I did get the loan portal to my email though. So again, Tony, you may be getting the grant after your loan. If you don't see it, but even if you don't see it, I would still call SBA. Say, hey, thank you for the loan offer. Where's my grant money? Creative Service has a very long message. I follow your information. Very informative. Application 327. New application 331. Grant application 331. Experian 418. Got a grant paid. So we got a grant paid on 421 for a 331 Vortex applicant. I was told I was denied today, I guess for the loan. I yelled and screamed at the agent, called 30 minutes later, spoke to a tier representative, and told her something that I was denied. I need more information. She took control of that point and calmed me down. She wants everyone to know that if you call and tell you you're denied, that means that there are too many wrong with you, that there's something wrong with your application. The system is something does not match. So this person says that when you're told you're denied, sometimes the application is something, administratively wrong in how you fill out the application. We've been saying that for 2 weeks. The bottom line is you're not denied until you receive a denial letter from SBA stating the reason. So there we go. At 10 minutes into this video, we have the answer to our opening question. Why are some people getting a denial and then an offer? It's because the denial is based upon something that has nothing to do with your numbers. It has something to do with the administrative entries that you entered, whether they cannot confirm your entity or something like that. The system can automatically enter a denial if something is not matching. There we go. She also said that comments that need to be calming down. She flagged the application. She said the loan officer will look at. The agent said only an official email from SBA stating a denial and a reason is actually a denial. Otherwise, your application will still be process. Please forward this information to your viewers. There you go. The answer to our opening question. If you think you got a denial or some not well-skilled SBA representative on the phone says you got a denial. Not true. You don't have a denial until you get an email from SBA saying it's a denial. However, the system may trigger you as a quote denial if there's something incorrect in your application that they cannot confirm your identity. Great information. Bombshell. Daniel Bitar, really informative material. Thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel. Keep us up to date with yourself as well. We're the Jones. Called up SBA, got tier 2. Took down my gross receipts and COG info. Don't know if she inputted, but the no section of the application itself. Interesting. Mick Orlander. Still no loan offer, but I did get the grant on May 6th with no credit check. Interesting. Stay tuned. 2 to 3 weeks from May 6th, you should get the loan offer. You don't call SBA. Christopher Fushi. I need this guy to read me some bedtime stories. Okay, which one you want, Chris? I will take. Just received the email from SBA to create an account. Congratulations, I will take. Apply 330. My checking account information was incomplete, so I updated. It's no wonder why I never received an advance loan. So his checking information was incorrect. Hopefully we'll see the grant soon. I just want to accept the offer. What are the next steps? I accept the full amount, or will I be approved? So you'll get the loan offer, the portal invite. You'll go into the portal. It'll say the loan offer you're getting, a range. Doesn't mean that's yours doesn't mean you're definitely getting it. You then choose the amount you want to accept in that range. You press submit. Then and then another credit check is done by Experian. At that point, you'll get a response back whether they've been accepted or denied. If you're accepted, you have a DocuSign, a document sent to you automatically by the computer, and shortly thereafter, you will receive the funds as much as one business day thereafter. Now, in the case of applicants that have a higher loan amount, it's somewhere between $50,000 to $60,000 or more. They sometimes ask you to submit additional documents to confirm the loan because they're lending you a greater amount of money. Galaxy 729. Hey, LALATE, thank you for your videos. Thank you, Galaxy. I applied for the EIDL on May 13th, and I received an email on the 14th saying the application was withdrawn. SBA also sent me a new application. Should I wait for the letter to arrive, or should I apply for the new application number? So Galaxy 729, if you applied on May 13th, then it sounds like you are an agricultural applicant. That was the agricultural application that was live on May 13th. There was nothing but agriculture. If you applied on May 13th and you're not agricultural, you should not be applying. It is not for you. Andrew applied 5.6, got grant 5.7. So he's a recent one. Congratulations. Sell my dwelling. I received a PUA, EIDL, ground PPP, and now waiting for the EIDL loan to be funded. Wow. This person's on top of everything. My company's 2 years old. My FICO scores Experian was only 569. Credit cards maxed out to support our business. Well, congrats. This person's been on top of it. So I went to the portal in 513 and I was approved for funding of $19,000. I'm pretty certain the loan amount depends on what your input for cost of goods. Yes, we said that as well. The calculations for funding is revenue minus cost of goods sold divided by 2. But if your cost of goods you put in there is very high, could cause trouble. Also, if it's service business, it's cost of services instead of cost of goods. Linda Lee, thank you for sharing. Thank you, Linda. Property One Vegas LLC, great job. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Property. Keep us up to date on yourself. Ricardo, hey, great video. The people love you. Well, thank you, Ricardo. Dimples 258. My experience with EIDL has been frustrating. Applied 4-3, no credit pull, no grant. I called SBA consistently. Our bank account is verified. I thought the grant was to be funded regardless of whether approval of the loan, since it's in advance, corn-fed. You know, it's a hot mess. Some people get the grant but don't get the loan. Some people get the loan but don't get the grant. Some people qualify for the grant but don't qualify for the loan. It's just all over the place. Good video. My fiance got the grant but no loan offer, no credit check either. I'm still waiting for the grant or the loan, and we're farmers with perfect credit score. Please keep the information coming. So if you applied for the new EIDL process last week because you're agricultural, a lot of viewers on this channel have said they got the grant and the loan funded within 48 hours after applying. So if you have not gotten either, call SBA, because agricultural have their own loan officer. Alvarado Energy received the loan offer today, $4,000, Experian 680, no grant. Alvarado, call SBA, say, where's your grant money? Over the clouds, apply 330 Vortex, call after calling SBA multiple times, 2, repeat no advance, loan was denied. Awful. After being told after 2 weeks I'd be patient, it would be said any day. According to Tier 2, my credit was pulled for 16, and then the advance was on hold because I was waiting for an underwriter review. Awful. Suhan, hey, if you keep the PPP loan, you have to pay it. You have to pay EIDL grant. That's what is stated on the SBA. Okay, thank you. Ricardo, hey, LALATE, my sister applied for an EIDL. She received her grant, but she left the box empty on cost of goods and services. Would that be a problem for her? I don't think so. I mean, maybe her cost of goods or services is zero. I mean, that might be what they're interpreting as. Rick at Willows. I was told by the SBA officer, if you don't accept the loan offer initially, the offer is good for 6 months for that date. There we go. Bombshell, 16 minutes into this video. So if you don't accept the loan offer, or you receive the email for the loan portal and you don't even sign in, it's still good, allegedly, for 6 months. We cannot confirm that, but that's what Wicked Willows was told. I spoke to the loan officer on the phone in the SBA. I received the portal with the loan but no grant. The woman spoke to the SBA, said the new rules went into effect on May 11th. Why are there new rules on May 11th? She said the new rules say that if you are approved for the loan, you will get a grant. If you're not approved for the loan, you will not get a grant. Okay, new rules this week. Here we go. Awful. I don't know why they changed this, but there's something isn't right here. Hope we get to the bottom of this. I hope we do too. So she's saying that there's a new rules May 3rd, 11th. If you get a loan now, you get the grant. If you don't get a loan, you're not going to get a grant either. Awful. Robert Dukin, hey man, great information. Thank you, Robert. I applied 330, got nothing. Called May 1st. Then my banking account was on, had to correct the banking information. So he watched this channel. He realized the banking information was wrong. He called and fixed it. Got a portal invite, May 12th, got approved for $60,000. Well, there you go. I haven't accepted yet. I called back today because I haven't received the grant yet, waiting for the grant before I decide what to do with the loan. Oh, so Robert Duncan is playing hardball. I love it. He's saying, you give me my grant first, I'll decide what to do with the loan. So, good point. I never thought of that one. You get a loan offer, but you haven't gotten the grant, call them up and say, where's my grant? I'll decide, and once you give me my grant, I'll decide what to do with the loan. Interesting. I love to hear the response to that. JM and Variety. Question, is it safe to assume that a person who doesn't receive any type of grant money, they will not be receiving a loan invitation? No. So as you've heard all day long in the videos today, people are getting loans, and then after they get the loans, they get the grants. Is it basically a denial? No. Stephen Downing. Mr. LALATE, do you have subscribers? Could you have your subscribers list the following, LALATE? Their gross, their cost of goods, their loan, and credit score in that order. So we can definitely narrow as to what the formula is being applied, or is there some exacting science as the determination of the loan? If too personal, can they at least point what formula that they think was applied to them? Thank you so much. So we've indicated before that the formula is, as you indicate, when you applied for the EIDL streamlining process form back in March, it asks for revenue from 2019 or earnings in 2019 minus cost of goods sold, and then from that, it's that number divided by 2 minus any grant that you've already received. That's their calculation. Now, what experience score is used is just all over the place. As you've seen today in the EIDL loan stories and EIDL grant stories, some people are getting money when they have loans of $60,000 when they have experience scores of 590. So it's just all over the place. Kitoki Sanders applied April 2nd, still nothing. Awful. I call SBA. I call SBA. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. And there you go, 83 comments, and we did them in 20 minutes. A lot of great stuff. If you have questions about today's video, as watching today's video taped on Friday, May 15th, comment below, and we may feature answers to your questions in Saturday's recording. As always, stay with LA for more.